Hey, future people! Today we're talking about Six the Musical, aka the musical that's literally encapsulated my entire week. I love it so much.
I can make you feel alive.
I know, but do I need you to survive?
This musical makes me so happy. I literally found it through TikTok, and that makes me so sad to say. I found it through the TikTok songs. This musical was so influential, it made its way to fucking TikTok, okay? Was Hamilton that influential? Because I don't remember it on any platforms except YouTube. This musical made me interested in King Henry VIII and his 6 wives, okay? I don't really like history. I rather learn the history of technology more than the history of America or England or any of that. This musical made me want to learn more. This musical has such catchy music. Even The House of Holbein is catchy, and it's not that prevalent of a song in the musical. Every song is catchy. Hamilton wasn't even able to accomplish getting me as interested in a story as this. If school taught history in a musical form like this all the time, I would watch it every time. Like, if they created musicals about stories, I would watch it. If they created musicals like Six, I would watch all of them, okay? Because I voluntarily looked into the story of Catherine Howard, aka the best queen. I've literally cried over her story on my own volition. It was my choice, and it's because of the musical. I don't like history, but if they would have provided this musical when I was learning about King Henry VIII, I would have gotten so involved and wrote in a great essay about it. I don't even remember King Henry VIII in school, but he was something. He was like a person we learned about, and I forgot about him. The wives in this tale, they tell the story so great, and then at the end, they clarify they don't know if that's exactly what happened, but that's how it was written, and the actors are gorgeous, and I love this musical. Like, I thought this was going to be a chill talk Saturday, but no, this is a fucking mini rant. This musical has literally enveloped me. Like, I used to have Be More Chill as my favorite musical. This topped it in 3 days max. I love Six so much. I have listened to songs on repeat. It's stuck in my head. I'm making a playlist of songs that got stuck in my head for 2020. 3 songs from the fucking soundtrack are on it. There's 9 songs in this musical. 9. And they got me so interested in the fucking history of King Henry VIII's wives, okay? Catherine Howard is the only one I've really read into. I like Anne Boleyn, she's a queen, and her song is best, in my opinion. Ooh, I wanna dance and sing. Politics, not my thing. Ooh, but then I met the king, and soon my daddy said, you would try to get ahead. It's a bop. Here comes the TikTok part. And who am I kidding? I was pretty manger. Ooh, sent a reply. Ooh, just saying hi. Ooh, you're a nice guy. I'll think about it maybe. XO baby. Whoa, here we go. You sent him kisses. I didn't know I would move in with his missus. Well, I love it. Like, if there was a ranking system, my favorite song would be Don't Lose Your Head, All You Wanna Do, and I Don't Need Your Love. And, like, I guess Mega 6 is really elegant to me because it combines all the songs in, like, a unique way. And my favorite queen is Catherine Howard. Yes, all I wanna do is sing along to my favorite queen song, bitch. She's a queen, I love her. Do all you wanna do, baby. Take my first music teacher, Henry Mannix. I was young, it's true, but even then I knew the only thing you wanna do is Lord talk. Sexy Mannix taught me all about dynamics. He was 23 and I was 13, going on 30. We spent hours strumming the lute, striking the chords and blowing the flute. My strings all the way to G, went from major to minor, C to D. Tell me what you need. Dude, the wordplay in this is also so amazing. Like, you can't. Like, it remains PG-13, and it's not, but it remains it the whole way through. Fight me on it. Honestly, though, Anne Boleyn, absolute boss. Like, her daughter, best freaking queen, apparently. Like, best monarch. I don't get history. I told you, I don't like history that much, but Anne Boleyn and, like, all these, like, this musical, by itself, made me interested in history. Bro, I don't like history. And yet, I'm so enveloped in this musical and so excited that I've started planning to when I would be able to see it. I want to see the musical that bad. Like, there's so many casts that I love. Sam Pauly is so gorgeous, and she's Catherine Howard, and I saw her live performance of All You Want to Do, and it made me cry. Oh my god, I'm going to leave it in the description or in the iCard. I don't know if YouTube got rid of that yet. This musical, all in all, is amazing to me. It topped my favorite musical of 3 years in such a short amount of time. Can you tell me why? I've become so infatuated with this musical. It is amazing. I love this musical. I can't stop watching it, listening to it. I love this musical. Like, I literally listen to it every day, and I try to reference it as often as I can. My server was talking French today, and I frickin' went, oui, bonjour. Life was a chore, so she set sail. Okay, this musical makes me so happy. I just love listening to it, and they're all bops. I vibe with all of them. I can literally just dance my way around one of those songs, okay? I love the musical. There's not a musical better now for me. Like, Be More Chill, I related to a lot of the characters, but this musical has so many good songs in it, and it gets me wanting to learn about the history of fucking queens that lived 500 plus years ago? Excuse me? What? Like, without this musical, I would not get into the history of these queens, but I am, and it's such a good musical. And I posted on Twitter that I was probably going to make a video about 6. No one responded, so here I am. Like, I don't care. Like, I have to talk about it. I don't care. It's such a good musical. I want to leave the entire album down in the description for you. You should go watch it, even if you aren't interested in history. Like, I guarantee you know some of the songs from this musical, because Get Down, Don't Lose Your Head, and All You Want to Do was popular on TikTok, okay? Like, all of them. And I didn't even know at first. Like, Anna Pantsu did a cover of Don't You Lose Your Head. I found it, and then they got to the frickin' part that's the TikTok, and I was like, what? Holy shit. And then I listened to the entire album, and then I started getting into the actors, and those actors are so sweet. They literally snatch people in the front row's phones just to give them a better experience in video. Like, they will grab the phones and be like, there was a girl whose birthday it was, and one of the main, Anne Boleyn, freaking grabbed the phone, said, happy birthday, beautiful, carried it around the stage, and, like, multiple people said happy birthday to her. Like, that is so sweet. Excuse me? They just snatch phones and are like, happy birthday, or, like, I can't. It's such a good musical. The actresses are so gorgeous at what they do, and I can't. Like, I'm so gay for this musical, okay? Oh my god. I can't even be concise about it. Like, everything's just rambling because I love it so much. I don't even know where to begin. The lyrics are so sound. The way they envelop the story with the song is so interesting and unique. And I'm trying to stay within the viewfinder, but I'm moving all around. I'm just so excited. I really should have kept the chair over here and just sat in it. It's such a good musical. You should watch it. You should watch it. You should watch 6, the musical. The authors are so great, and I looked into it, and like they did an interview, and they said they worked on this musical while in university, bitch. They made a musical while in university. They made a musical on top of doing all the homework. Like, are you... Oh my god. And the actors have been, like, a lot of the actors are singing to, like, provide entertainment for quarantine. And this musical just gets me so emotional. I don't... And it's just the stories, and then there was, like, they roast each other, so I'm gay, so I'm obviously there for that tea that they're spilling. Like, all the queens roast each other. Like, there's a whole animatic of freaking Catherine Howard just roasting every single queen because they say she's not relevant. But, like, she's my favorite queen, okay? Anne Boleyn's okay. Anna of Cleves, she lived a great pampered life. Like, how's she gonna win this competition? Someone said King Henry said she was ugly, and then she got a great prenup from the divorce and basically lived a pampered life. Like, hello? Like, the musical is based as a pop, like, there's a pop group of the six, and they're trying to find out who the leading lady is. And Anna Cleves over here like, watch me win this contest. Bitch, you're literally the queen of the castle. You're a badass, and I respect you. But how are you gonna win the contest? Like, after Anne Boleyn? Excuse me? No, you're not gonna win the contest. And then who's after you? Catherine Howard? No. Like, Anne Boleyn and Catherine Howard literally got their head chopped off, so I feel like they had it pretty bad. I haven't looked into Jane Seymour, but her life doesn't sound that terrible. Like, she was a lady-in-waiting for Anne Boleyn, and then, as a lady-in-waiting, Henry fell for her. Anne flirted with a few guys. Henry cut her head off, and then he went with the lady-in-waiting, Jane Seymour. They actually fell in love, had a good relationship. She had a son, and died of natural causes? How, like... I'm not saying she was good. She had Henry. Obviously, that was a pretty bad experience. Like, it's fucking Henry. Henry was an asshole and created a religion just so he can divorce Catherine of Aragon. But, like, all things considered, her life was pretty chill.
You can build me up, you can tear me down, you can try, but I'm unbreakable.
That song's so underrated. I know a lot of people don't like it. It's underrated. Like, it's groovy, it's catchy. It's one of the sadder songs. Like, most of the songs in the musical are upbeat and pop, and then you got Jane over here. Jane and Catherine's aren't as good as the others, in my opinion, but I still appreciate and like them.
Do you see what I mean about hers not being like the rest? Like, it's not bad, that's not what I'm saying, but it's not as, like, as boppy as the other ones. It's still a good song. I love it. But it's not like the rest. It's a standout song that's underrated. That's what I mean whenever I say, like, it's not a boppy song.
I get Catherine Parr stuck in my head. You know, she's a good queen. She survived. And the way they explain how, like, without the king, without Henry, they would disappear. Like, that's so true. Without Henry, would we even know about all these queens? And that's the breaking reality of the thing.
As a writer, I wrote songs and meditations brought for female education, so all my women could independently start a scripture. I even wrote a woman to paint my picture. Why can't I tell that story? 'Cause in his story, I'm fixed as one of six, and without him, we disappear. I love this musical.
Like, this musical is important because these queens would be forgotten. And, like, this is just telling a small portion of their overall story. Like, Catherine Howard was so young, and they explain that in a very good way. How young she was, and it's just in a 6-minute song. Like, this musical isn't that long. You can listen to the playlist in one day. Like, with Hamilton, you have to have a couple days to listen to that playlist. Like, no dissing on Hamilton, but 6 is better in getting me interested. Like, you literally go through the entire story of Hamilton's life, you go through 6 stories in a consecutive amount of time, and it still tells you enough information to get you involved in the tale of all these queens. And then there's Hamilton, who has like 20 plus songs about one guy. Like, I wasn't as interested in Hamilton as I did get interested in 6. I really want to go see this musical, and it's in New York, and I want to make plans with my one friend who also is in love with this musical to go see it eventually. I'm just super excited about everything with this musical. There's so much to talk about, and you wouldn't think so because it's such a short thing, but literally each queen has their own individualized story. Like, Aragorn was with him for 24 years, bitch. And she was a great queen, and she had Mary, and like, then Jane was like, come on. And he was like, okay, let me create a new religion right quick. And it was like, everyone kind of coincided until Cleve, I think. But all those stories are sad, and they definitely deserved better. But like, Catherine Howard's still my favorite. Y'all gotta watch this musical. If you have any other musicals you think I should check out that are as good as 6, please tell me. But I don't think anything's gonna top 6 for a while.
You know, I don't know how I didn't say it in the video, but do you think Henry VIII was ever just sitting with, like, Catherine Howard, and he's like, wow, what I did to Anne Boleyn was fucked up? Do you think he ever thought that? Like, I really kind of want to look into that. And that's another thing, like, another musical wouldn't make me want to look into that, but, like, I'm literally questioning if King Henry VIII had any regrets about the past wives and what he did to them. Like, imagine, like, just not caring about your consequences of, like, what you did. Like, what he did to Anne Boleyn was fucked up, and he literally changed history with her. And, like, everyone was fucked up. Like, he literally saw Anne of Cleves and was like, yeah. And when she came up, he dressed as a peasant. Like, he was weird. Do you think he regretted any of that? You know what I was saying? I hope that makes sense, you know? Like, King Henry VIII was a fucked up guy, but do you think he ever sat and, like, legitimately thought, wow, what I did was fucked? I don't know. Like, I haven't seen anything about it, and I want to look into it.
I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. I'll see you in the future. Bye-bye.
French vanilla, I think I should sit this one out. Maybe a cup of self-control would be the right. It's the flavor you want. Maybe so, but it feels better to check than to reflect.